Okay, this is my number one tip for coding with AI, for writing software with AI. And it's a product tip, ironically. You need to be writing really clear product requirements in order to code successfully with AI. If you're not able to go through and actually build an outline saying very, very clearly, this is what I want each component to do, this is what I want the entire workflow to look like, then you're not really at a point where you have defined what you want specifically enough to get a reliable result with AI. You're guessing, you're hoping that AI will come through and fill in the details correctly, and it may or may not. You will be much stronger if you're actually able to define requirements around your vision that actually map to a specific clickable, touchable digital experience. So that means when you're filling out a web form, you should be saying, these are the fields. This is what I want the fields to do. This is where I want the fields to go. This is how I want them to be stored. This is when they can be updated. This is what authentication looks like, etc. If you can't get that specific, you're going to have a lot of trouble trying to get a reliable, quick result with coding. You probably can still get there because one of the nice things about the whole LLM-driven coding experience is you can iterate. You can go through and say, that wasn't it. I want to try it again. Fine. Easy to try it again. But if you want to code efficiently, if you want to solve hard problems, you still need to do the work of thinking through what each of those pieces does, right? Each of the elements in your workflow. How does your web page actually work? How does your web app actually work? Have you defined it? And you might say, I can define it with an LLM. Up to a point, that's true. But what I've found working with LLMs is that they're not actually super good at MECE systematic thinking. Mutually exclusive covers everything. You have to really push them on that. And humans are actually better with a whiteboard and a marker at going through, outlining exactly what you need to look for at each stage, and then getting to the next level of detail. So if an LLM works in that workflow for you, that's great. I found it works only up to a point, and I actually have to get to the nitty-gritty myself because otherwise something gets missed. And if something gets missed in the code and you have to refactor it, that's complicated. And refactoring and editing is much more of a mess than you need it to be. So that's it. That's the entire take right here. If you are not thinking through the requirements, you are probably not going to be coding efficiently with AI. As excited as you may be about Cursor, as excited as you may be about coding with an LLM assistant, you've got to do the traditional product thinking. Understand your business, understand your customers, understand how that translates into a web app, understand what the detailed requirements are. ChatPRD is helpful for high-level requirements. It will not get to this level of detail in my experience. You actually have to get into a very granular sense of what each page does in order to code really quickly and really efficiently. And so there's no substitute for the human work right now. And I guess that's encouraging, right? People worry a lot about their jobs disappearing with AI. There's still hard work to do. So this is my encouragement to you. Take the time, think through, write out what each element in your app does, and be deliberate, and you'll be able to code more efficiently. Good luck coding with Cursor. Good luck coding with AI. Remember those requirements.